Right. I think it is actually safe to say that there is a need for things to be addressed in relation to technology. Now, if you're a reviewer of technology at any time, you've got to make absolutely sure that if you're actually getting sponsors from that, actually, no. You get the right type of sponsors who are not deceptive, who will not force you to be deceptive. Let's just be real. I watched a part of this, and let me just tell you, what he has done here is absolutely disgusting. It's not a crime, but deceiving people. Okay? Let's just be real. Deceiving people when it comes to tech for the sake of making a narrative stick. It's just no. Even okay, I don't usually do reviews, but if I do reviews, I wanted it to be the most accurate thing as possible, right? It's got to be the most accurate thing as possible. I don't often do I don't often do reviews of products. I don't do reviews of products. I do usually just do games and shit. But if I were doing reviews, I would be as precise as possible, experience the product for myself, tell it how it is, not have your sponsors force you to lie about the product. That's absolutely wrong. And now we come to a point in which there is a mistake made by this reviewer, a tech reviewer, Mark Rober. And the news came from Atozy, actually. Now, if you want to actually watch the video yourself, you can. The QR code is actually right here. It's actually here. You guys just got to check it yourselves if you actually need to make sure of things. Basically, it is the QR code right here. All right? Now, with that said, okay? With that said, this is the video that we're talking about right here. This mistake just ruined Mark Rober's image. I already left a like on this. But we're going to be watching this another way because I have a full video elsewhere. Okay? Because we're going to open this, okay? We are absolutely going to open this. Hold on. Let me just make sure that we're good. I am just going to absolutely make sure that everyone actually sees this, even those in Discord, actually. If you guys actually are checking out my streams, I would most often be at Discord, also showing the feed I'm showing. So, yeah. Anyway, D downloads by click. Here we go. All right. Okay. I am going to make sure that this one comes here. All right, guys. This is it. What did he do? I don't know. I do not know exactly how. I don't know who Mark Rober is. Okay. All I know is that he's a tech reviewer. Fine. There's something about that. But let's see in detail what exactly he did wrong that makes this very much deceptive.
This mistake might have just ruined Mark Rober's image for a while, as it seems like things could have been done in a little bit more of a transparent way. But if Mark Rober did this on purpose, that's up for discussion. So, let's go through the details. On this date, Mark Rober posted a video titled, "Can you fool a self-driving car?" And that's exactly what he tries to do.
I'm in my Tesla on autopilot going 40 miles an hour towards a fake Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner painted wall. Please stop. Please stop. Holy. And I'm doing this to see if Tesla's autopilot can be tricked. Because it famously only relies on simple cameras to navigate the world, as opposed to much more expensive tech.
And that more expensive tech seems to have taken part in the video by providing a vehicle for him to test against the Tesla. So they ran a couple of different tests, with the Tesla running an autopilot, which is kind of important because the Tesla has something called full self-driving. Apparently is an updated and better version of autopilot, which came out roughly 5 years after it. But for some reason, he still chose to use autopilot. And this is how he introduced the challenge.
My Tesla on autopilot, however, only relies on simple cameras and its image processing to navigate the world. So to see if that tech is just too simple, came up with a 6-part LiDAR versus camera head-to-head face-off, culminating in a history-making first Tesla versus cartoon physics tech.
So from
versus cartoon physics.
production, the Tesla is running on autopilot. Then obviously they had a Lexus kitted out with Luminar's LiDAR system running a version of autopilot as well. But the first few tests involved kids in the road, and clearly the Tesla did not perform well at all.
Tesla owner, there is a silver lining. Oh. Sadly, it did not.
Now, obviously that was controversial, but most of the focus was around this part.
Now, as you can see as a human driver, while that looks sort of convincing, the image processing in our brains is advanced enough that we pick up on minor visual inconsistencies and we wouldn't hit it. And as for the LiDAR, it isn't looking at what image is printed on the wall. So this sort of just looks like a wall, which would make this the easiest test of the day. And as I suspected, handled it with no problem.
Meanwhile, the Tesla.
Holy me!
Meanwhile, the Tesla. Look, you show real results. Apparently what he's done here was deceive people in regards to the Tesla. I don't know how, but okay, I want to see it.
Yeah, that didn't pass at all. And people on the internet were quick to point out that at 1529 here, as he was approaching the wall, the Tesla was not running autopilot.
That's the first red flag right there. If the Tesla itself that is equipped with autopilot does not run its autopilot system, that's the first red flag there.
As you can see by the lack of the rainbow road on the infotainment screen there. Then you see at 1534, it suddenly turns on. And then here at 1542, the autopilot for some reason is not on again, right as he hit the wall. And the way it's edited, it almost looks like it could be conveniently hiding something. For context, I'll play the quick full clip here.
And as the wall crept closer and closer without moving an inch, holy crap. Question was if the Tesla would detect it in time to step on the brakes. And it turned out, holy me.
Oh, and I guess just to make damages worse, they added the same crash dummy kid
Yeah.
behind the wall as well.
Yeah.
Fatality.
Oh my god.
Kevin thinks Tesla has quite the case against Mark Rober because he didn't use the full self-driving mode.
Yeah.
Implying that the technology he's showing is Tesla's full self-driving technology. He literally writes, "Can you fool a self-driving car?" But he doesn't actually use the self-driving technology in his experiment. Instead, he uses the autopilot technology to destroy figures of children and imply that if you rely on this technology, you could end up being subject to
So the first thing, oh no. First you will cause vehicular injury, and then second you will cause probably vehicular injury, but more damage to your, oh no. Rober, what did you do? Damn it, man. What did you do, dude?
manslaughter claims. This is really problematic because if the test was done more fairly, it'd be tough for Tesla to have an argument here. But because Tesla's full self-driving technology was completely ignored.
Yeah, exactly. The very big red flag is if something that is supposed to be functional in a vehicle was not turned on, and if the vehicle and the vehicle's test actually fails because that thing is not turned on. Of course it will be called out. And of course Tesla is going to actually go after him for that. To prove him wrong and at the same time sue him. They will sue his ass for this.
And in some cases, even their autopilot technology may have been disabled. Tesla could have a pretty big argument against Mark Rober here.
No, yeah. They're gonna sue him for either libel or defamation. Okay, I'm just not gonna stop there. I think they're gonna go out on every mile to actually make sure that he goes down entirely. Okay, they're gonna make him regret what he's done, bruh. They're gonna make him regret what he's done.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the worst nightmare for any creator. I mean, you're just out here trying to make a viral YouTube video and then suddenly you get sued by the 11th largest company in the world. No, thank you. But it's safe to say this video got a reaction. There was a lot of viral tweets calling out this video, one of which was a thread with about 8 million views so far. And here it says the video is filled with deception, lies, and illegal undisclosed advertising. I'm not sure about that last allegation here, but we'll get into that later on. In the video, Tesla does not detect the wall and goes straight through it. On top of that, there is a kid mannequin that gets absolutely nailed at the end. But there's a few things Mark doesn't tell you. First of all, he lied about full self-driving. He didn't even use FSD. He used autopilot, which even Tesla admits is an older, not as strong technology. But even worse, he deactivates it right before he hits the wall. In a sneaky maneuver, he moves the wheel to deactivate the autopilot. Then he points out the stock of the company that he promoted or indirectly promoted, depending on who you ask, is up $50 million.
Oh no. This is exactly what Mark Rober was after. He's gonna get he's gonna get sued by Tesla. He is gonna get sued.
Market cap right after the video released. So the company went up about 20.
It's for fucking profit. It's actually for fucking profiteering. Yeah, Rober's not gonna have a good week. Rober's not gonna have a good week or month. Tesla, you have the right to go after his ass. Fucking deceptive.
7% in one single day after this video was released. But then the thread starts throwing out even more allegations, saying that on top of that, he lies about other sponsors. He regularly shills Google Pixel phones. In the video itself, he shows a Pixel filming the video. Look close enough at the reflection of the Tesla, he's actually filming with an iPhone and edited the shot to look like a Pixel. Okay, hold up, that is odd if that is actually true. Why? In the video, look close enough at the reflection of the Tesla, he's actually filming with an iPhone and edited the shot to look like a Pixel. Okay, hold up, that is odd if that is actually true. What?
Oh no. That's another thing. Dude, that was hard to catch. What?
Why would he do that? Why would he not just film with a Google Pixel? If you're being paid to use Google Pixels, why aren't you just using a Google Pixel? But then on top of that, people also pointed out that the Google logo on the phone is suddenly in landscape here at 1350.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing. The right side up is usually if it's vertical. That is not normal. Yeah, that logo facing right there is not normal if it's on horizontal. No way. Yeah, they are good in calling this out. He's a deceptive ass.
In his video. So I don't know what's going on there. Okay, I'm coming back like 16 hours later. So my editing team and I, we spent a lot of time looking for an explanation for this. And so far, it definitely doesn't look like they replaced the phones in an edit.
Wait, they didn't? Hold on. So the Google phones are definitely right side up when it comes to horizontal? Okay, must be different. You see, I actually got an iPhone actually. This one's an iPhone right here. The logo's right side up. The logo's right side up if it's vertical. So I don't know. It's just, what the hell, man?
There's no errors in the footage, even when zoomed way in. I mean, we've been scrubbing the whole footage at a pixel level, and there's literally zero flaws. So it doesn't seem edited.
Yeah, that point, the phone seems non-edited. It's really there.
To it. So the two explanations that I can find for the Google logo sideways is either he's using a phone case or an unreleased phone.
Ah.
The thing that backs that it's not edited is here's a screenshot of the phone being used the other way, and the logo is upside down. The iPhone, if they spent all of this time hypothetically editing a Google logo onto an iPhone, they would cover up the reflection.
Yeah.
If you're hypothetically going to do that, that would be hundreds of hours of editing. So why wouldn't you cover up the reflection? But overall, we think there were multiple takes, and in some cases they used Google Pixels, and other cases they used iPhones.
Basically, it's a mix. If on the takes, I'm not exact. Okay, I get it. Okay. Fine. They earn less of a backlash on that point. That they use a mixed phones, mostly Google Pixel, some points iPhones. Okay.
And then the final part of this thread here is he points out that Mark posted a video showing the full clip, but he's alleging that it's a completely different clip. So I thought we'd take a look at that together as well.
we go! Holy shoot!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's put the original and the alleged raw footage side by side here.
Here we go! Holy...
Editing team, what do you guys think?
Multiple takes, not same perspective, nor distance from wall. Yeah, Rober's in trouble here. Rober is in trouble here.
It doesn't look like the same clip to me, as the speedometer seemingly gives it away, as the autopilot was engaged at 39 miles an hour in the YouTube video, then at 42 miles an hour in the video that was posted to Twitter. Something's not right here. No way did both Mark Rober and Marcus Brownlee get exposed by a speedometer in the same year. Then people pointed out that the wall seems to be pre-cut, like they wanted the crash to happen. So,
Uh-oh. That's another thing. Complete deception, guys. We got a winner. The cutout. Oh my god, they're in deep shit.
taking all these things together, it looks a little sus. For Mark, I mean, best case, questionable test. Worst case, he might get sued by Tesla.
Exactly. He's not going to have it easy here. Okay, it's 8-4, but I'm going to switch players because pixels are showing when it comes to using the VLC. It's 8:04, so we're going to...
This mistake might have just, for content damage is worse, they added the same crash dummy kid behind the wall as well. It looks a little sus. For Mark, I mean, best case, questionable test. Worst case, he might get sued by Tesla for trying to make the most entertaining and viral video.
Exactly.
And then you also have, you know, his image being put into jeopardy as well. Meanwhile, Luminar, the company that was also involved in this video, is apparently in hot water as well. Even though it seems like they're the clear winner of the situation with their massive stock gain just days before their
Yeah, exactly. That was Rober's purpose, to make sure that their stocks go up because of the review. Because of deception, bro. Yeah, I might not like Elon Musk and Tesla, but Tesla has got the means to sue Rober.
earnings, which is coming in at March 20th. So that's great for them. But apparently Luminar were advertising Mark's video on their website, but quickly removed it when the internet backlash.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
On top of that, another, I guess, PR disaster for Luminar and Mark is you have this tweet from Mark back in 2022 thanking the CEO of Luminar for a massive donation towards Team C's. Then you have another tweet that's currently doing rounds on the topic by Phil Truby here that says a PR
If you are a content creator... Oh, well, hold on. Be right back. Be right back, guys. I just got to make sure to receive some LPGs. Just making sure that things are, well, reset, just to make sure. I had to receive some LPGs. Anyway, I think we're good to go. Let's go.
disaster unfolding in real time here on X. Luminar, a LiDAR manufacturer, needs more sales, so it decided to hook
Oh, sorry. I'll just go back a bit because...
Luminar, a LiDAR manufacturer, needs more sales, so it decided to hook up with YouTuber Mark Rober of Glitter Bomb fame to make a video showcasing how LiDAR works better than Tesla's Vision, only system for self-driving. I'm not so sure about the framing of this tweet, but Mark put together a contrived scenario of driving into a silly Wile E. Coyote canvas of a painted roadway. LiDAR sees it as solid, but Tesla's Vision might be tricked into thinking it's a road. But he had to fake the contrived scenario, not using Tesla's latest FSD system, using a 5-year-old autopilot system, and frame-by-frame analysis showed that autopilot wasn't even enabled at the time of the crash. Then the Tesla community goes nuts over the weekend, but Monday rolls around and his 65 million YouTube subscribers decide to buy Luminar stock, pumping it up by 25%. So now, apparently there's a very real threat of an SEC investigation. Luminar had touted the video on its website before taking it down.
Yeah, Mark Rober is going to be in trouble. Luminar is going to be... Okay, here's what I think was going to happen, okay? Luminar takes down that video from their site. I think it's going to be... I think the first thing that they're going to do is try to try to say that Mark Rober is not associated with their brand, but it's not going to work because so much evidence has already been stacked up against both Luminar and Mark Rober for this deception. And Mark Rober is, hopefully he's finished. Well, I think, guys, it is better if you have if you have sponsors that can review stuff without being deceptive, bro. It's hard to be honest now. Are you serious, bro? It's hard to be honest. You're fucking kidding. Come on, give yourselves a real break. Oh my god, you guys are not helping yourselves. You guys are absolutely not helping yourselves. No kidding. You guys are not helping yourselves. It's not gonna. It's not, and it's never going to look good if there is a lawsuit in your file, in your name, against you. It is never good.
For stock pumping and ultimate irony. Guess who was Luminar's biggest customer before this? Yeah, Tesla, who bought it to do testing and training of their vision system. Oh, okay, so that's really interesting. Also, this tweet is definitely making a lot of assumptions, but still interesting. But they ended by saying, I don't think Tesla is going to be buying too many more Luminar LiDARs going forward.
Yep. Luminar is one day going to crash, and it's all going to be thanks to Tesla.
Federal investigations, lawsuits, lost sales. I suspect a marketing VP is going to be looking for a new job soon. Okay, so that is actually a super unexpected spin that Tesla was allegedly the main customer for this LiDAR company, and this LiDAR company might have just bit the hand that fed it by being involved in this video. What did Mark just walk himself into here?
Exactly. It is never going to look good for him.
Oh man, I would not want to be standing in between two massive companies here. Doesn't sound like the best positioning. But keep this in mind because thankfully Philip DeFranco was able to get Mark into an interview this quickly to talk about all this. And here, the first thing he addressed was choosing autopilot rather than the full self-driving for the test.
Was there any reason you opted to test autopilot on the Tesla instead of full self-driving?
My understanding with full self-driving is that you have to enter an address for it to work, as opposed to just being able to engage it. And this is what Tesla is called autopilot, and even Googling it, seeing what they determine as autopilot. And my understanding is that the sensor is not different, whether it's full self-driving or autopilot. Knowing if that's a wall or not, that doesn't change. So I think I'd be happy to rerun the experiment in full self-driving. I'm pretty confident it wouldn't be a different result. So to me, it was a distinction without a difference.
I'm going to be honest.
Rober. Okay. That confidence right there in his face. He doesn't have a single bit of an ounce of regret. He doesn't even have a sense of regret on this. Is this for real? Is this absolutely for real? Bro, you're joking. I'm just looking at my Discord to see if things are playing out. Anyway, Rober is definitely not showing his full face, is he? I can't believe it. I will never believe that. What the hell?
Here and say, I have no idea what's true here. This is just way above my pay grade. But he does go on to address the Twitter video that he posted.
In the clip that you posted on Twitter where you said, here's the raw footage, can you explain what it is that we're seeing and what you're trying to explain is happening in that? You said, not sure why it disengages 17 frames before hitting the wall, but my feet weren't touching the brake or gas.
So I think people were saying that I was manually just drove it through, because 17 frames, by the way, is like less than a half of a second before it hits the wall. Again, I don't know why it would disengage. I was not pulling on the steering wheel. And by the way, even if I did disengage it, it's less than a half a second before you go off. The outcome would not be different. My guess is maybe the sensors, the ultrasonic sensors, which I think are on the bumper, they probably just disengage if they
sense that something big is there, and it just stops being in the self-driving mode or autopilot, whatever you want to call it.
There have been people that say that it looks like you may have had multiple takes, or possibly gone through the wall multiple times. Were there multiple takes? What can you give any insight there?
Was. I mean, this is like what you put in end video. So the first day we went out there, I think you can even see it. There was we didn't have like the styrofoam wall. It was just like a vinyl sheet. We did a take. It went right through. I think that was the one that maybe was at 40 miles an hour or something. But it was just like, instead of cutting through it, like, which would visually look cool, it just kind of tore the side and like a little flap came up. So it was like, that was a very interesting finding that it actually worked. So you'll see it going through the wall, but it's more of a flap. And then we're like, holy crud, I can't believe that really worked. And then I don't know, like 3 weeks later, we went back out time when schedule permitted, this time with like a styrofoam wall. Because I thought it'd be funny if it's like, well, now that it goes through the walls, we should have like a fun cutout as it goes through. So I guess in the edit, then we used the start of one of those clips. So it went through the wall twice.
So the clip that you posted online or on Twitter was the one where the raw of you actually going through it the second time?
Yes, that's the second time.
But moving on to another hot topic.
That was the second attempt. What? This is not good. Oh my God. This is not looking good. I'm sorry, but yeah, you admitted that's the second take, not the first. It's supposed to be a raw test. No. So many things wrong here. Absolutely so many things wrong.
Did Luminar give him any money?
Regarding Luminar, there have been a lot of people asking what kind of role they played. Right, the description of the video says they provided the car for testing. Did they have any say in the edit? Did they have any
no
say
edit?
in the
They
setup?
didn't see the edit. I really want to clear this. Luminar gave us no money. They had no say in the edit. They did not approach us. They were just a car technology I know that used LiDAR. So I reached out to them and say, hey, will you let us borrow some cars? And then they let us use the cars. So
He was given. Hold on. Aren't you supposed to be a creator who's supposed to earn cash from content? But so, why was this video made in the first place? If it's not for money, then for what?
we didn't pay them to come. They did not pay us. They had no say.
No transaction. Bullshit.
And we didn't know what would happen either, by the way. And we told them, look, if your LiDAR fails one of these, it goes in the video. And if Tesla would have passed all of them, by the way, that would have gone in the video. Like, I'm very agnostic. I really just wanted to see what would happen. So truly, I don't have a horse in this race.
Okay, so that is at least good, but does he own any stock?
Once again, it's like based off of
Yeah, that's a good question. If he had a stake in Luminar, that's another story. Fine, he wasn't given any money, but if he had stock, yeah.
these accusations. Do you or anyone close to you have any Luminar stock?
I do not own any Luminar stock. Or
What?
I do not know of anyone close to me who owns any Luminar stock.
No, I don't believe that. Oh my god. What? No. This does not make any sense. What else would the aim be if not to raise the stocks of the company that you borrowed the cars from, and also for you not to receive the money? Robert, what else are you hiding? Are you shitting me right now? What?
Absolutely unequivocal.
And I know you said you love Tesla. Just to confirm, do you have any options or puts on Tesla?
I have no options on Tesla. I have no puts on Tesla. There's no financial anything in here at all, 100%. I'll go into court of law.
Again, this is very good, especially if he ends up getting sued over this.
Exactly. He'll be in a better position because he did not receive any money. He did not pay Luminar for the borrows. If no transactions happen between them but whatsoever, he's in a better position. But still, things in the takes of the video don't add up. So yes, there will still be something that happens, but not in the form. But the cause of it will not be for money, but for something else. So what is it? Wow, even I'm confused now.
Then the final snippet that I'll show from the interview is his response to Luminar removing the video off of their website.
Yeah.
So, Mark, kind of the last two things I'll hit on. One, do you have any comment or reaction to Luminar removing the link to your video from their website? I believe it was as of this morning.
I think someone said that they had posted it. My guess is they took it down because we were very clear with them, like, you aren't allowed to use this at trade shows. This isn't part of your marketing material. Like, this isn't a puff piece for you. We just want to borrow the car, and whatever happens, happens. So my guess is they felt bad and realized that's a bad look if they are posting it. But we told them, like, this is not for your marketing materials. We are just using your car for our video. So if it's down, I'm guessing that's why they took it down.
You know, it's really strange that Mark Rober knows exactly what to say here. It's like you know what I think? I think he's reading a script. I think he's reading a script right next to the camera. My camera's here, right? There could be something that's sticking onto the camera right here next to the monitor, right here over there. That's sticking right there. A clip on to the monitor that actually has the script. It actually has a script or something. It's something like that. God damn it. I'm very, 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 very suspicious about this. I'm very abso-fucking-lutely suspicious about this. There is absolutely no way he did not do this for monetary gain. There is absolutely no way.
Out of respect for us.
I don't know. I think it could be either because of the backlash or maybe losing their largest customer, Tesla, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but those two alternatives sound more realistic than what Mark said. But according to a Motor Trend article, while I was doing research on this, I found out there was a National Highway Traffic Safety Administration report on exactly what happened to Mark's Tesla before impact, where it disengaged from any form of autopilot right before impact. And this was apparently a known flaw. So then my next question is, did this happen here? That would at least explain why the Tesla didn't hit the wall on autopilot and at least corroborate what Mark was telling Philip DeFranco. I'll be linking Philip's full interview in the description down below because for obvious reasons, I'm not going to sit here and include all of his questions in my video. It's hard to really know what happened here, but it's safe to say this mistake seems to have ruined Mark's image for a lot of people. And it's still unclear if it was actually Mark's or Tesla's mistake here. From an entertainment perspective, it was a great video. I understand why it went super viral, and it always sucks to see creators I enjoy in hot water. Either way though, Tesla stock is down 5% and Luminar stock is up 27%.
This is exactly the result of that video.
So it seems like markets were moved off of this video, and whether Mark likes it or not, he might have just kicked a hornet's nest. And it already seems like people have tried to recreate the test in a low budget way with the full self-driving mode instead of the autopilot feature.
他直接变道吗？他根本不走啊！对啊，他不走那里啊！那没办法，他只能直接跟他的 FSD 来走一下这个。他直接不去了啊！他不切啊，他就不切啊，对不对？他鞭子都是甩的呀，一打开他就走啊！他打开他就绕。你看，他根本就不去那儿。啊，不去啊！
We'll take a detour.
你还是要变道，还是要过去，还是要变道。哎，回来。他也知道这儿有东西，你看他知道啊，显示出来了吧？
And clearly, yeah, the Tesla did way better here. Obviously, these conditions weren't the same though. But either way, it'll be interesting to see what happens, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, so I would definitely recommend checking it out. And hey, if you're new here, it'll be awesome if you subscribed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Actually, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yep. That's actually something. Guys, check out the QR code. Watch the video yourselves. See if you guys actually agree with shit. and then find out for yourselves if it actually makes sense. He said right there, it just doesn't make sense, bro. It just absolutely does not make absolute sense that he did not do it for monetary gain. No, I refuse to believe it. I refuse to actually believe it. I don't know what kind of game he's playing, but all I know is he's hiding something. He might be reading something off a script. No fucking way is he doing this without monetary gain. No way. They're all these things are going to be investigated once the lawsuit goes up. And my God, it looks like I'm going to be keeping track of the story. I despise, okay? Let me just make it very clear on this. I absolutely despise reviewers giving falsified results to testing. Absolutely despise that. It definitely fools the consumer. No way. No way is Mark Rober telling the truth here. I'm not convinced. I'm actually freaking not convinced. I don't know much about cars and full self-driving or autopilot, but regardless, be very transparent with your takes. And at the same time, be very reasonable with the very raw footage that you have. Not do this with your second run. That's another thing that actually hit me wrong. He did this on the second run. He did this on the second take. He posted it on Twitter on the second take. That's his raw footage? He's hiding something. Bro, no way is he not lying. No way. I'm just gonna take it easy and just do what I gotta do. And it looks like I have things to actually. It looks like I do have things to keep track of in the news. Okay, I'll just search for Mark Rober. Right, Mark Rober. I'm going to follow you. Popular YouTuber taught Tesla's autopilot against a car equipped with tech Elon Musk loves to hate. Okay, I'm going to be checking that out one time, but actually, there's a story. Okay, it is from Business Insider. And then there's Forbes. And there's from Futurism. And then from Fast Company. I'm going to check those out myself later and then see if Mark Rober ever gets an update there. Okay? Luminar. I will also be following Tesla as the topic as well because it's important. Okay? It's absolutely important that I take it all to absorb it, okay? To absorb all the facts here. No way is Mark Rober telling the truth there. I'm absolutely not going to believe a single word that he said, that he did not see these results coming. And that full self-driving will make no difference whatsoever. I don't fucking believe it. No way. I am not going to believe that at all. I'm going to keep myself updated with this, and you guys will be hearing from me about this. Do not damage the accuracy of a product by deceiving people of its functions and of its capabilities. Avoid doing that. Or don't do that at all. That is not how reviews work. And that's my $1.